SaaS, or software as a service, is dead, or it's dying. At least that's what the internet has been saying for the past week.
What happens when $1 trillion disappears in just 2 weeks? Is this just another market dip? Or is the SaaS model breaking? And what if the real reason is not the economy, but AI replacing humans? The last few weeks have been brutal for big software companies. Not small startups, not side projects. The giants that built empires on the software as a service model. This model was simple. Customers never own the software. They rent it every month, every year, sometimes forever. That rental model created massive profits and predictable revenue. Companies like Adobe, Salesforce, ServiceNow, and Shopify saw nearly $1 trillion wiped from their combined market value in weeks. That is not normal volatility. That is fear. And the reason is not fraud, not interest rates, not accounting drama. The reason is artificial intelligence replacing paid seats. For years, SaaS survived on one powerful idea: charge per human. If a company had 10 employees, it bought 10 seats. If it had 100, it bought 100. Every login meant recurring revenue. Every added employee meant more money. Once the product was built, giving access to another user cost almost nothing, which is why margins reached nearly 80% in some cases. It was predictable, scalable, and extremely profitable. But this system only works when humans are needed to operate the software. Now imagine an AI agent doing the work of 10 employees in seconds. Why pay for 10 seats if one agent handles the job? Why even pay for one if tasks are automated? Investors are not stupid. They see this math. And that math is terrifying for companies that depend on per-seat pricing. Recently, OpenAI released the Codex app for macOS, and it crossed 1 million downloads in its first week. That number alone shows strong demand. The app works as a command center for AI agents, letting multiple agents run tasks at the same time. These agents can write code, manage workflows, and build product features without waiting for a full team. Managers no longer have to depend completely on developers to create internal tools. They can generate applications using AI, and then simply ask developers to review or debug the output. That shifts the power structure inside companies. Developers were once the bottleneck. Now AI produces thousands of lines instantly. If this trend continues, even the debugging role shrinks. And when fewer humans are needed, fewer seats are purchased. Behind that app is the Codex 5.3 model, which is faster and about 25% quicker than earlier versions. But speed is not the main issue. The real change is skill stacking. This model does not just write code. It generates images, prepares documentation, performs research, and supports multiple tasks usually handled by a product team. That level of capability used to require separate software tools and separate subscriptions. At the same time, Anthropic released Claude Opus 4.6, pushing into coding, legal analysis, and financial modeling. SaaS companies justify high enterprise pricing by claiming their products are specialized. But if one AI system can perform sales analysis, compliance checks, and financial modeling in one place, why maintain 5 different dashboards? That question is starting to echo inside boardrooms. SaaS companies relied heavily on vendor lock-in. Once a business adopted multiple tools, switching became painful. Data migration was complex. Employees needed retraining. Integrations had to be rebuilt. That friction kept customers paying. Now open models are breaking that barrier. Alibaba released Qwen 3 Coder Next, an open-weight coding model that companies can host behind their own firewall. No constant subscription. No dependency on external platforms. A company can deploy its own internal AI brain and use it to build custom tools on demand. Instead of renting 5 developer tools at $49 per month each, a firm could generate what it needs internally. Finance teams are calculating those savings right now. And those calculations do not favor traditional SaaS pricing. Another major release came from ZAI with GLM5, targeting complex systems engineering and long multi-step tasks. Its performance approaches or even matches top closed models. Then there is Minimax M 2.5, which delivers frontier-level reasoning at a fraction of the compute cost. That changes everything about pricing. Previously, powerful AI justified $200 monthly subscriptions because it felt premium and rare. Now high-level reasoning is becoming cheap and portable. If similar intelligence runs on a decent GPU instead of an expensive enterprise contract, finance departments will ask hard questions. Why sign multi-year SaaS deals if intelligence itself is becoming affordable? Premium pricing works when power is scarce. It breaks when power becomes abundant.
Model quality is improving everywhere, so competitive advantage no longer depends only on intelligence. The real competition is about autonomous orchestration. Which company can build the best platform where AI agents manage work automatically? GitHub, owned by Microsoft, is evolving from simple code hosting into an AI agent hub. Agents can open issues, create branches, run tests, and merge code without waiting for human action. That combines project management, quality assurance, and DevOps into one automated flow. Each of those areas used to represent separate SaaS categories with separate subscriptions. If orchestration platforms combine them into one intelligent layer, standalone dashboards start losing value. When one system handles everything, fragmentation decreases and seat-based revenue shrinks. While many expected flashy model updates, Waymo introduced a world model focused on large-scale simulation and prediction. This technology models complex environments and makes autonomous decisions. In business terms, that means forecasting, logistics planning, and risk modeling can move from static reports to active simulations. Traditional SaaS tools rely on dashboards and charts to visualize data. But visualization is passive. Simulation is active. Instead of showing numbers and waiting for humans to react, AI systems can model outcomes and execute optimal decisions automatically. When that happens, dashboards feel outdated. It becomes less about watching metrics and more about letting systems operate independently. That transition reduces reliance on manual tools. SaaS makes money by charging per human, but AI reduces the need for humans in routine work. When intelligence becomes automated and cheap, per-seat billing starts to fall apart. No seats mean no steady user revenue, and high margins shrink quickly. AI agents do not need logins or training. They just execute tasks non-stop. That directly challenges software built for human interaction. If AI becomes the main operator, the entire pricing model changes. Is SaaS completely dead? Not immediately, because large companies move slowly and contracts do not vanish overnight. Systems are deeply integrated and switching takes time. But the shift from human-operated tools to self-operating systems is already happening. That shift affects pricing, margins, and long-term strategy. SaaS was built on controlled access, while AI is built on autonomous execution. Those foundations are very different. Market reactions show fear of structural change, not short-term noise. When massive market value drops happen in weeks, it signals expectation of disruption. The direction is clear, even if the timeline is gradual. Developers are not disappearing, but their roles are changing. The focus moves from building dashboards to guiding AI agents and connecting intelligent systems. Instead of writing every line manually, the work becomes reviewing and shaping automated output. Companies that adapt will build platforms that manage large numbers of autonomous agents rather than selling individual logins. Those that stick to per-seat pricing may struggle as automation reduces user demand. Finance teams will question why hundreds of paid accounts are still needed. The SaaS era was about renting software access. The AI era is about deploying intelligence. And intelligence does not need a username or password. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.